Greetings. First, I want to take this opportunity to be thankful for being here today. We have made it through unprecedented cataclysmic fires that have taken our homes, life-changing pandemics that have forced us into isolation, and narrowly averted a catastrophic global chocolate shortage. We have earned this graduate degree. We may not be wearing our gowns today, but we are outfitted with something greater. I am not talking about your quarantine bunny slippers. I'm talking about your educational attainment. Only 9% of the United States has attained a master's degree or higher. As graduate students, we come from many walks and stages of life. Some of us juggling familial commitment, some right out of our undergraduate experience, in lieu of cultural enrichment and aspiration, with so little time on our hands, yet so much commitment to our dreams and goals. We have reached this juncture from different paths through hard work and circumstances that were opportunities to reveal our genuine character and drive for personal excellence. Some of us have built relationships with our peers and professors that will last a lifetime. We reached this juncture from different paths through hard work and circumstances that were opportunities to reveal our genuine character and drive for personal excellence. Some of us have built relationships with our peers and professors that will last a lifetime. Make no mistake, I consider it a high honor to be here today with you all. It was less than 2 years ago that I was riding an elephant in the southern jungles of Thailand during monsoon season, right after the highly publicized Thai cave rescue, when I received the message that my community in California was burning. This was especially important information to me because besides for furthering my drive to change healthcare on a national scale, I am also a volunteer firefighter. I knew that they needed me, and so I was awake for 3 days to get back home. And by the time I barreled into town, the largest fire tornadoes ever recorded were rampaging through my community, taking the lives of my firefighter brothers and our homes. The infamous car fire. The rest of the season was a blur as I jumped from fire to fire all the way until the weekend before I started my MBA. Then, during my first week, I found out that I was being attacked by what is actually the biggest killer of firefighters. I found out I had cancer. Luckily, I had emergency surgery towards the end of the week to remove multiple tumors, so I only missed 1 day of school. That day was Thursday, so by next Tuesday, I was limping into class, albeit slowly with several staples and no painkillers, so that I could focus on my education. I was just adjusting to this new normal when the campfire set a new benchmark for catastrophe, devastation, and chaos. There's nothing like the frustration of not being able to help when you know that you are needed by people losing their lives. Then the next month, I lost several people that were close to me. Multiple close friends and family lost their parents, and I had a friend commit suicide that had reached out to me for help when I wasn't available. And then I found out my cancer had metastasized into my lymphatic system. This meant that the cancer could quickly spread to the rest of my body, most notably to my lungs and brain. I started an intense chemotherapy regimen of 7 hours per day, 5 days per week per cycle to try to stop the spread. So I ended up taking my finals through a haze of poison. I felt super lucky though. Next was summer break so that I could focus on beating this. So I did. To help me give me drive to keep going forward, I started a GoFundMe to raise funds for orphans in Tanzania. I always wanted to be a father, but I had chosen to focus on my education first. And now that I possibly will never be a father, I wanted to leave a legacy. That legacy was to bring a bunch of shoes with me to Africa with my brother Uhuru, while completing my aspiration to climb Kilimanjaro, the largest mountain in Africa and the largest freestanding mountain in the world. Well, I'm proud to say we will now be building an orphanage in Tanzania. Through all of this, I've learned the importance of 2 things that I want you to remember. Just 2 things. If you do anything, invest in your community. If you can be anything, be kind. We all have people that make us feel lucky in our lives. I feel that I am most lucky in my life due to my parents. That is because they have taught me the value of these 2 things. So, make others feel lucky for you to be in their life. How you live matters. Not all of us will end up fighting cancer, but all of us will face trials and tribulations in our lives. All of us will have an opportunity every day to build our community by being kind. Volunteering is an excellent way to build your community. When you invest in your community, you change the world. Also, you are only as healthy as your community. Build your community starting today. You are not guaranteed tomorrow. I feel that I was meant to live long enough to give you this message. One last lesson from graduate school. If you do anything, invest in your community. If you can be anything, be kind. You might just be the example that people always remember, the person who makes others feel lucky to have in their life, your legacy. Thank you for accompanying me on this academic journey, and with sincerity and emphatic heartfelt pride, congratulations.